Bueno Hamburguesa Dos, or Good Burger 2, is now available on Paramount Plus because everything is right in the world, and we're now making sequels to Good Burger. It says audio description because, of course, it does, and it's actually narrated by Sri Gordon, so it's quality audio description, and it stars Kenan and Kel, which I I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do here, guys. I don't know what you expect from me right now in this moment, or from any critic, really. I'm sure there are critics online who are like, today we will analyze Good Burger 2 versus the works of Wong Kar-wai and Stanley Kubrick. This is garbage. Okay, well, you missed the point of Good Burger 2, so I don't really know what else to tell you. The thing is, we like Good Burger, but we also, we know it's not going to win Oscars. So, people who grew up with Good Burger, who were of a certain generation, I am 40. And when I was a kid, I watched all that on Snick. And Kenan and Kel were my jam. And I watched their sitcom. I loved the Good Burger movie when it came out. It was goofy. I was a little bit older by the time they actually made the movie, but I still loved it because it represented my childhood, and it stayed with me. I have it on DVD. Yes, I have it on DVD because I bought it on DVD before there were ever Blu-rays, you know? And I've had it the whole time, and I've watched it, I don't know. I really honestly, I don't know, at least 10. I would say at least 10 times I've seen Good Burger, probably, since it debuted. I don't think it's like one of my top most watched films of all time, but I'd say 10 is pretty comfortable, since it went to theaters. So I like the film, and to see that there's a sequel later on, I always felt like Kel got shortchanged as an actor. I felt like, he and Kenan both went to audition for Saturday Night Live, and then Lauren decided to split them up. And I think that was the wrong choice. I've always thought that was the wrong choice. I think Kel always showed on all that he had the kind of energy and personality that he could have easily sustained being a Saturday Night Live cast member. And I don't think anybody remembers Finesse Mitchell. So Finesse was on Saturday Night Live for one season? 2, maybe? And that was the person that he chose to pair Kenan up with on Kenan's debut season, was Finesse. And really? That didn't work out. So why didn't you just pick Kel? You could have had Kenan and Kel debut on, and first of all, you would have attracted so many people of a certain generation that would have seen the two of them go up and have been like they've got promoted up to the real world, and had the opportunity to act opposite each other in other sketches and with other people. So, yeah, it's my biggest call out to Lorne Michaels would be, you turned down Kel when you had the opportunity to take them as a pair, and I think that was a mistake. Obviously, he's turned down lots of people over the years who people would look at and be like, I can't believe you said no to that person. I can't believe that person auditioned for you and you were like, nope. All right then. Or as Jim Carrey would say, alrighty then, after he heard no from Lorne Michaels. Yeah, so it's the same thing. It's just years later, they're older, they're wiser, they have kids. Ed has a lot of kids. Ed is still a charming doofus, but he has a family, and he now owns Good Burger. It was left to him in a will from the previous guy. There aren't really a lot of returning cast members, although I gotta say, the couple of all that cast members that they give shout outs to that came back here for this, the 2 seconds that they're in the thing, I was like, oh my god, that is Lori Beth Denberg. The list of cameos in this, first of all, you won't pick up on all of them because I'm not even sure all of them speak. But if you look at IMDb and you see the list of credits for this, you'll be like, all those people were in Good Burger too? Yeah. Yeah, basically like anybody who Kenan has ever worked with on Saturday Night Live was in this movie. There's a callback. Sinbad is in this for a hot second. So there's like a whole bunch of people who showed up for this. The IMDb cast list for this is far more impressive than you would ever think, than you would ever give it credit for. But apparently everybody heard Good Burger 2 and they were like, yes, must do this film. Even though most of them are just cameos. They just pop up. The newest and biggest cast additions are probably Jillian Bell and Lil Rel Howery. Howery is having a year? Like, does he sleep? I have seen way too many movies with Lil Rel Howery this year. I'm realizing that now in the moment. I think when I reviewed another movie of his, I was like, wow, he's certainly having a year, and I didn't even realize he was in Good Burger 2. But I'd already seen him in Vacation Friends 2, The Mill, Dashing Through the Snow, and now Good Burger 2. It's like, dude got work this year. 2023. Got him paid. And Jillian Bell is also in this, and her career, I guess, is kind of flattened out, but it's so nice to have these two back together. I don't know, it puts like all of my hopes and dreams, like this is their opportunity to be back together. This is what everybody wants, is to see Kenan and Kel together. I even want like Kenan's final episode when he finally retires. He's coming up on, I think maybe this is his 20th season. At some point that dude's gonna sign off of Saturday Night Live. He's not going to do it now because next season is their 50th. He'd be ridiculous to retire the season before the 50th season. So, I don't know why he would do that. But Kel is, I really want him to be there for the final Kenan episode. I feel like they just go together. And Lauren tried to split them up, and we could have had so many buddy films with Kenan and Kel over the years, you know, like Cheech and Chong, and we didn't get it. They went on two different paths. Kel's career didn't really take off. He kind of got stuck doing cameo appearances in kids' TV shows. And meanwhile, Kenan's career went on Saturday Night Live, and he has had his own sitcoms. But to see them both come back together and be on equal footing, as if their careers are not in totally different places, for them to share an equal amount of screen time, and to try to pick up like exactly where they left off, really made me happy. I don't really know how to grade this film, because this film is made for the fans. This film is made nostalgically. This film is not a it's not like a critical classic. It's not gonna. Film schools are not going to teach Good Burger 2, but they were never teaching Good Burger 1. This film will either make you happy or it won't. This film will appeal only to a certain block of people who enjoy Good Burger. The rest of the people are going to look at this film and be like, I don't understand. This film is dumb. You're stupid. Go away. I'm so glad that they kept the original cast instead of doing what they did with Snow Day, which has been abandoned since then, isn't even on the service anymore. That Snow Day remake movie that they did, that was terrible. They moved on. That, I don't know that you can find that anymore. So they learned their lesson and they just stuck with the original cast. Here, it works because really they give us what we want. They know exactly what the fan service is. They know that we want to hear, I'm a dude, he's the dude, she's the dude, we're all dudes, hey! Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger, can I take your order? Like, it's just, I mean, it's everything. So I can't seriously review this. I can't break it down. I can't just sit there and be like, oh, well, the plot holes are. Is it as good as the first? No, because it doesn't have that childlike wonder. This one has. Kenan definitely feels older. Kenan definitely has lost. For somebody who spends so much time doing sketch comedy, he definitely feels less energetic than he was the first time around. Kenan is in a different place comedically than he was when he was a kid. Kel, on the other hand, has not missed a beat and has just as much energy as he did in the first film, and is willing to just be like, "Wah!" Like he's just all over the place all the time, and fully committed, and gotta love him for it. So it's like he's re-auditioning to be famous. He's like, do they like me? Can I be in real projects now? Can I stop being in like Disney Channel shows and then Nickelodeon shows, and can I finally hit the big time? I did Dancing with the Stars, guys. Is it time? Is it my time yet? Poor Kel. So I watched this. I would watch it again. So it was fun. It was fine. It moved fast. It's not a deep film. It doesn't try to, even though it knows its target audience is probably people who look exactly like me. Not exactly, but age range. Its target audience is probably not kids. It plays to kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, this film did not grow up. They didn't decide to make a PG-13 or R-rated version of Good Burger. This film doesn't have a whole lot of crude jokes that it didn't have the first time around. It's the same style of humor. It's everything. It's everything that it was the first time around. It has a goofy plot of how Good Burger is in trouble yet again from another evil corporation trying to do something horrible to the fast food industry. So it just recreates that magic, and it does it so well that I enjoyed it. So my grade's going to seem a little high for this, but you have to understand, I grew up with these guys. I grew up with all that. I grew up with Good Burger. Good Burger 2 was something that seemed like it was either going to hit or it could have been a total and utter failure for me. There's no middle ground here. There's no like, whatever. It was either going to be something I was going to come on here and be like, yes, it works, or oh my god, kill it with fire. And it's not the latter. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate my life for watching this film. Audio description wise, Sri does. It's funny how interchangeable Sri is. Like, one minute she's, I just heard her on Rustin, and then she's in Good Burger 2, and it's just, it feels like, so she does a really good job in Rustin of keeping that sort of like an uplifting movie about a certain time period and a certain event, and here she's got the same sort of like uplifting tone in her voice that is nice for a family-oriented film. So it doesn't feel like something that is going to bore your kids to death. So this is something that you can enjoy as a family. You could share this with your kids and maybe get them involved in Good Burger. And if they should probably watch the first one, but there are definitely references to the other one. Not just that, but also the cast members. Josh also comes back. Josh Server is in this, by the way, for fans of all that and the original Good Burger. They got Josh to come back. So, yeah. And Danny Tamborelli, who wasn't actually even in the first movie, but I guess he was in all that cast member later on. I didn't really completely understand why Danny Tamborelli was listed on. I missed his cameo, by the way, but he's on the IMDb list as having appeared in this film, and I was like, that's for the sighted. So if you can see, look out for Danny Tamborelli, who was a huge presence of Nickelodeon back in the day. And he's apparently in this somewhere. So, yeah, it is what it is. I like Good Burger 2. Audio description is great. Written by Betty Capone, narrated by Sri Gordon. give them both a shout out. And this is the point where everybody rolls their eyes as I say, I'm going to give Good Burger 2 an A-. Because it's not, my only thing is it's not as good as the original. I would give the original like an A or an A+, because it's sort of in this weird thing where I can't really think about it critically. When I've been going through my 40 for 40s, Good Burger could have easily been a 40 for 40 for me. This is just, I will admit that the sequel is not exactly the same. You know, there's a Wayne's World, and then there's a Wayne's World 2. There's an Ace Ventura, and there's an Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. You know, I mean, they're both fine, and they both do, but there is a difference between those two. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not exactly the same. This is not like the Toy Story 2 debate where you're like, which one of these is better? You know, like, which one did it better? Which I feel like is a legitimate debate. This is more like, okay, so it came really close, but it's not quite there. So I'm going to give it an A- and just walk away. And just, I got nothing, guys. This is the same grade I've given, like, I gave, like, Rustin and Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse, and I don't know, the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie got an A- from me. Trying to think some other movies. I realize it's weird to have Good Burger 2 there. I don't know what else to do. I liked it. And half of this should be, did you like it? Did it entertain you? I think if we overthink it, that's where film critics get lost in the weeds, is that they try to analyze. Sometimes a film can just entertain you. It's dumb. It is dumb. It's a really dumb film. But that is exactly what it's trying to do. It is not trying to be intelligent ever in this film. There's nothing about this film that ever makes you think that they attempted to write a smart film. They attempted to write Good Burger 2, and they wrote Good Burger 2. So they achieved exactly what they set out to achieve. And that's that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And if you still love me, please click subscribe, because I'm trying to break 200 this year. And I'd love to be on the other side of 200 by the end of the year. I do have a website, MacMovieGuy.com. You can follow me on X, Threads, or Instagram at MacMovieGuy. You can go to the audio description project, adp.acb.org. It'll let you know what is audio description, where you can watch it. And you can go to the ADNA.org, where you can look up Betty Capone and Sri Gordon and see what else they've done in the narration field. So, anyway, that's it for me today. Until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.